The break and continue statements are used to control the flow of loops in JavaScript. These statements provide greater control over how and when the code within loops is executed, allowing you to exit loops prematurely or skip iterations. The break statement is used to exit a loop immediately, regardless of the loop's condition. This is useful when you want to stop the loop based on certain condition. For example, for let I is 0 until I is less than 10 and I plus if I is equal to 5, break. So exit the loop when I equals 5. And otherwise, let's console log I. Here the loop starts from 0 and goes up to 9, but there is an additional condition. If I is 5, the break statement is executed and the loop immediately exits. In effect, this loop outputs numbers from 0 to 4. The continue statement skips the current iteration of the loop and moves to the next iteration. This is useful when you want to skip certain iterations based on condition. Let's take a look at the previous loop, this time with continue instead of break. So if I equals 5, continue, so skip the iteration when I equals 5. Here, the loop again starts from 0 and goes up to 9, but skips one iteration when I is equal to 5. We can combine break and continue to handle more complicated logic. For example, let's write a loop that skips all even numbers and breaks the loop when the loop counter is 5. If I is equal to 5, break, so exit the loop when I equals 5. And if I is even, continue, so skip the rest of the loop for even numbers. And otherwise, let's console log I. And the result of this loop is 1 and 3. We can use break and continue statements in different types of loops. For example, let's implement an algorithm that finds a specific item in the array, prints it out, and exits the loop upon finding the item. Let fruits is apple, banana, orange, and cherry, and then search fruit is orange. And let I is 0. While I is less than fruit's length, if fruits at index I is equal to searched fruit, so when the fruit is found, let's print out info about it. Console log found searched fruit at index I. And then break, so exit the loop once the fruit is found. And then let's not forget to increment the loop counter, and the result is found orange at index 2. To sum up, break statement exits a loop immediately, is useful for stopping a loop based on a condition. Continue statement skips the current iteration and moves to the next one, is useful for skipping specific iterations based on a condition.